The Tortoise and the Hare. Once upon a time, in a green and pleasant land, not so very far away, there lived a tortoise. He was an old and wise fellow and had a rather calm and relaxed way of looking at life. Just take it slow and steady, he would say. And that's how he lived his life. One day, while he was taking a nice walk around the neighborhood, he saw a young hare hopping past him at lightning speed. The tortoise admired the hare's energy and enthusiasm. "Tortoise, you move fast," said the tortoise. "I'm going to the market," replied the hare, without even stopping to ask the tortoise's name. "And if you want to join me, you'd better hurry up and get moving." The tortoise thought for a moment. It would be nice to have some company on the way to the market, but he didn't want to seem too eager to please the hare, so he replied, No, thank you. I don't mind walking at my own pace." The hare didn't think much of it and continued on his way. As soon as he was out of earshot, the hare turned around and said to himself, "What a slow and boring creature. I'll show him what it means to be quick and agile." With that, the hare raced back to where the tortoise was, stopped in front of him, and challenged, "Hey, slow poke. How about a race? I'll bet you can't beat me." The tortoise looked up at the hare and calmly replied, "You're right. I suppose I couldn't beat you in a race. I'm too slow and you're too fast. But what about a game of chess?" The hare was taken aback by this unexpected response. "Chess? I don't know how to play that," he stammered. "Well, then let's play a game of tag," the tortoise suggested. Again, the hare was caught off guard. I don't want to play tag," he said, trying to sound convincing. Tortoise could tell that the hare was just trying to avoid playing any games, because he was afraid of losing. "Why do you just hop on my back, and I'll give you a ride to the market?" the tortoise offered, hoping to help the hare save face. But the hare was too proud to accept the offer. "No, thank you. I don't need your help, Khan. I'm quite capable of getting to the market on my own," he said, puffing out his chest. The tortoise sighed and said, "Very well then. If you insist on racing me, I suppose we can start the competition whenever you're ready, Hare." And with that, the hare took off like a rocket, confident that he would easily win the race. The tortoise started off at his usual slow and steady pace. As the hare raced ahead, he began to feel the first twinges of guilt for challenging such an old and wise creature. Maybe I was wrong to make fun of the tortoise, he thought to himself. I should have accepted his offer to ride on his back, but it's too late now. I just have to keep going. In the meantime, the tortoise continued his slow and steady approach, never breaking a sweat or losing focus on the task at hand. Capped. After what seemed like hours of running, the hare finally began to slow down. His muscles were aching and his breath was heavy. As he glanced back, he saw the tortoise still moving steadily forward. And with a jolt of fear, the hare realized that he might actually lose the race. Determined to win, the hare took off again, sprinting with all his might. He could hear the tortoise's slow and steady breathing behind him, and that fueled his determination to keep going. But after a while, the hare's legs began to feel like lead, and his body grew heavier and heavier. He slowed down once more, and this time he knew he couldn't go on. With a heavy heart, the hare stopped and turned around to face the tortoise. "I give up," he said, defeated. "You win the race." The tortoise, who had been steadily approaching the finish line, heard the hare's words and smiled. "Well done, little friend," he said kindly. "Remember, it's not the speed that matters, but the steady effort." And with that, the tortoise crossed the line and won the race. The hare felt ashamed for making fun of the tortoise, and he apologized for his behavior. The tortoise, being the wise and forgiving creature that he was, accepted the hare's apology, and the two became friends. And they both learned an important lesson that day. Never judge someone by their appearance, or challenge someone who is wise and experienced. Slow and steady wins the race.